Yeah, so you have a employee appraisal, right? So where do you stand? No, there's something called self-rating also, right? So as an employee, I'm going to self-rate. Whether my boss agrees or not is secondary. So where are you going? And that's the whole quest. We are trying to do is to find that. And in all religions, it's unclear. So we say that only God knows. So the aspect is to find that God. Okay. In this, what we are trying to do is you're literally saying there is no God. It's not atheist, not theist. You're investigating on what is real. So basically, if you understand that you do your own thing and you get based upon what you're doing, then you know what to do. If you're relying on someone and you believe that that someone is going to help you, then you you don't know whether it work or it doesn't work. So the argument here is, can you know what you're doing all the time? Because the consciousness is going to land wherever there is, just like water where to flow, where there is hole or there's some kind of cleavage, so the water will flow there. In the same way, the consciousness will flow where it has the maximum uh, place to flow. So if you're on good deeds, and then you get good destination. You have bad deeds, you get bad destination. No deeds, there's no destination. You're done. You're done. Yeah, done. So there's no deed, there's nothing, no destination. So the objective is to not create a destination. So we call another English word destiny. Means there's somewhere you're going to go, destiny. It's my destiny. Right? So then if God is helping me, then my question would be that why is God making me feel the pain? Right? Then what's the answer? So if I take a religion, they would say that God is testing you. For what reason? Why test me? They can test this girl sitting here. Why me? Oh no, it wants to. They want it. God wants to know how strong you are. Who's strong? God is strong, or am I strong? No way. God is strong, right? Because He is able to test you. If passing or failing is up to you, but God can test you. So now, why did God choose to test you? No, there's no karma in God, right? How does karma come? If there is God, there can't be any karma. See, I have a God. Okay, this is my God, and that God is taking care of me. So where the karma comes? Because God can nullify my sins, or He'll take over the sin. So what I could do is I can go to a river and immerse myself 3 or 4 times, and the sin is gone. Or I can go to a church. I tell the father and I say that I did so and so mistake. He says, "Don't worry, child. Jesus will take care of you." Fine, that's it. So that means I can transfer all that I do to somebody else. So God is taking care of me. So then where the karma comes? From where does the karma? So do you believe in karma? But what is karma? is karma. Okay, so let's say you're here. Was it due to karma? Then if you were to please someone, is that again due to karma? Let's say in the hospital, you know it's not okay, but to keep the job going, you have to do something. So is that right? Yeah, absolutely. You're hired for, and now that old man, is take care of whatever way you can, but then doesn't make sense actually. They're just trying to make money, so you have to keep on doing, which that's not okay. So then what do we do? It happens in hospitals. Now, should we quit the job because that's karma? What do you think we should do? We should hang on to whom? And he'll say, please do whatever you've been told to do. Continue or not. But all job is the same. You have to sell product. Yeah, you have to sell the product which never is there. You have to do something which never makes sense. All products have some flaw. There's no product in this world which doesn't have any flaw. Correct? Then what do we do? For what? Yeah, I'm going to prepare. So I'm going to prepare myself to work. But how do I change it? I mean, can I change it? Because karmically, nothing can be changed. If we believe in karma, then you can't change anything because it's karmic. You're seeing that because it's karmic. Yeah, I'm having tea at my home because it's karmic. I had water at your home because it's karmic. I'm sitting here because of karmic. So what do we do then? Because karmic creates destiny. So I'm destined to be here. So I'm here. Is that true? That means there's no free will. But that means you can't base any judgment, or sorry, any kind of rationality that you can think, because even the thinking is karmic. Even dressing up is karmic. Taking bath is karmic. Eating is karmic. Walking is karmic, and everything becomes karmic. That is karmic. How? You can't. Because I can always argue with you that you're able to change your thoughts because it's karmic. Who chose? Exactly. Now you have to either select God or you have to select karma, or combination of both. And both are wrong. Why? I'll tell you. If you believe in God, then you can do anything in the name of God. If you believe in karma, then you can do everything and anything based upon karma. Because anyway, it's karmic, right? I had to kill this person because it's karmic. This person wanted to kill me, so I chose to kill this person because it makes sense. I joined the company, so they're asking me to tell lies, and I have to tell lies. I don't want to tell lies, but they are asking me to tell lies, so I have to tell lies. So, like that for everything, I can come back with that. If things are working, I'll say it is karmic. If things are not working, also I'll say karmic. This is one way. Or another way, if things are working, I say it is because of me. If things are not working, it is due to karma. So let's take an example. Somebody is doing a marathon run. On the day of his running, he's practiced too well, but he didn't see the stone and he slipped and fell down and breaking, and then maybe his ACL injury happened. Now, whom does he blame to? God, karma, stone, leg? Which one? He'll blame his leg. But leg is part of him, right? So now he'll separate himself from the leg. He'll say, my leg did not give support me. I was willing to run. So which one is that, God or karma? Where do you think he will now fit in that? Karma. Then running also was karma only, right? So then why did he fall? That means as karmically he was supposed to fall. Even otherwise he would have fallen, right? So who kept the stone there? But he couldn't look. So is it karmic or is it act of God? In fact, in all our contract, there's something called act of God, right? It puts nature, act of God, and all that. And if it happens, no compensation can be claimed. It's act of God. And there's clauses which says will of God. If the God wills, you don't get it, you can't claim because the will of God. So if you see in any contractual agreement of building houses or insurance, it says will of God. If there is a will of God, you can't claim. This is will of God. Now, can I put will of karma? The stone was karmic. Who kept it? Either God could have kept it or somebody should have kept it, right? Because he was running and he fell down. What do you think? Should it go to God or should it go to karma? Or should it go to both? No idea, right? This is the thing you need to think. I'm not trying to corner you and make you feel bad. Just trying to tell you that both are wrong. There's no God, there's no karma. Looks very rude, but that's the truth. Because we choose to take the path of karma when things doesn't work. We choose God, things doesn't work. When things are working, there is no karma, nor there is. But if you get what you're wishing for, you say due to karma, I got it. No, it's my effort, right? I struggled. I was in India. I was doing a lot of things. And then I did certifications. I did that. I did this. And then I got a job. So where is God coming in picture now? No. Where is karma coming in picture now? When the same thing doesn't happen, now I go to God. What kind of thing you done to me? I was so much. I went to a temple and I went to church. I went to this. I went to that. Now, why are you not giving? So then I blame the karma because if God doesn't work, then the next one I need to do is karma because God is not giving, right? So I should now blame the karma of due to my karma, some deeds of the past. Which deed? Let's say I didn't get the job. Which deed of the past? I don't know. So I'll say past life. But what it has got to do what I'm suffering now? Makes no sense. Yes, both are wrong. That is what is Buddha Dhamma is all about. No, that is intention. It's not just karma. No, there is, you do something, there's no intention, nothing happens. No, need not be. You, so there's a confusion on which one is karma and which one is not. There's one great sutta. Anyway, we'll go through that later. That will be too much at this time. But there is a sutta which talks about God, no God, and karma. And all the three are wrong. Yeah, go to AN 3.61 and enjoy. 3.61. Tithayatana Sutta. Doctrinal views. Okay, now coming back to this thing is that, so there are three paths in general sense. One path is theist, God driven. Second path is atheist, where there's nothing called God. The third is karmic, where you put everything under karma. And what Buddha Dhamma we are talking about is nullifying all the three. And because it's dependently originated, it's nothing to do with God will do something, it's nothing that God will not do something, it's nothing like you're doing karmically, it's nothing like you're not doing karmically. It's nothing of that. It's very open and very investigative kind of seeing than just believing. So the difference between the religion and Buddha Dhamma is that in religion you need to believe it, you need to accept it. In Buddha, you don't have to accept to anything because you can try it out and see. It's got nothing to do with what you believe. It's how the nature works. It's not God will do something for me or God will not do anything for me or anything like that. It's no make believe system at all. There's no belief absolutely. So I don't have to believe. I can be called as an atheist, or if I can be called a theist or fatalist. The karmic is fatalist, right? It's the fatalist principle. There's no fatalist. And then, so the three are gone. So is it fatal? No. Is it the act of God? No. Then there's no God? No. So that means that there's a God? No, I didn't say that. That's the reason it's called as middle path. No extremes. God is there is one extreme. God is not there is another extreme. Or you push everything on the deed is another extreme. Because now everything happens due to that. It means there's no free will. Like this, the t-shirt you're wearing or that thing you're wearing, did God come and tell you? No. Did karma come and tell you that today is Tuesday morning, lady, and you should be wearing this? No. You chose. So you wore it. And then you're sitting here. Nobody forced you to do that. If karmic means it has to be forced. It was not forced on you. You can even now go wherever you want. Right? You can choose. If you choose to sit here, you will be listening to me. But if you choose not to do that, you can go wherever you want. You can take the car and go. Let's say you go to a mall and they say that some stupid guy has come, so let me go and be there. So you will not be able to hear what's happening here. Right? So is that fatalist then? No. Is that act of God? No. Is that not the act of God? No. It has got nothing to do with that. It's your choice. Yeah, so if I say karmic, it means the sitting here is karmic. Right? So you were chosen one. Then the question comes, who chose you to sit here? You can say my husband. That means husband has more power over you. That means his karma is working on you. It's untrue. Exactly. Because it doesn't work, right? See, his karma is his karma, your karma is your karma. How can you make shift his karma to your karma? Because he said, I'm doing it. So tomorrow he says, why don't you jump out of this place? And then you'll say, okay, since you said to me. But there you'll say, no, how can you say that to me? But here you're saying, I'm okay. So which one is right? Whether you did out of your volition or you did out of your husband's volition. So it's not karmic. It's neither God. So it shakes your foundation completely because we believe in God. And now you don't have God. Then should be something should be there. So I believe in karma. No, that's not true. That's not true. Then I'm atheist. No, that's also not true. because you're supposed to investigate the reality. So, what's the reality is like this. If you intend to do something, intention itself cannot get you that. Let's say I want to intend to get into Australia. I intend. Now I'm here on a visit visa. I want to get a PR. The intention, will it get me a PR? No. Will wishing get me the PR? No. Will praying to God get me the PR? Okay. Will karma get me a PR? No. How? What karma should I do? Like, I don't know. Right? So, if it were to be karmic, then what should happen? Everything should come together. That means it's the condition coming together will get me a PR, not karmic as such. Correct? None of that. Okay, now I'll come to that. From Buddha Dhamma, I'll come to that. What is karma from the Dhamma perspective? But first, we have to understand that when I say I want to be here, the intention doesn't matter. Because if we say intention matters, I'm intending, but nothing is happening. I'm intending, but nothing happens. So it means that I don't get what I wish for. I get what I deserve. That I can see very strongly. If I deserve to be here, that means is it karmic? Partially, not fully. Because the deserving is the fruit. Everything we are getting or not getting is something to do with our volitions or with our willing to do something. Then comes how to make it happen. If we know this much, that you need to create conditions, then we can look at what it is that we need to do to make things happen. Right? Like can be hospital, can be house, can be job, workplace, or whatever it is. Now we have to see what is that I need to do to make things happen. So that means it's not 100% in my control. It's not that it's not in my control at all. Meaning, I can use discretion of something, eliminate something, add something to make things happen. Just like we do the job, like he is doing immigration mantra thing. So he can't get anybody in immigration into Australia, but he can help that person how to do it. So there's a client and he's providing service. So that client has an intention to be in Australia. Let's say he's applying for PR. He has an intention to get into Australia. So he has to tell him what all that is required to for him to process. But after he files the application, it is beyond his reach to say what's happening. It will take its own sweet time. But he knows that if these things are proper, that means he's created that condition, the PR should happen if there are no queries. Let's say if gets a query, then he has to answer to that query. The client need not have to himself do it. He has hired him, so he knows out of his um, profession or confidence that he has seen many times how it has worked, and then he can suggest him, you do this, and we'll process it for you. And then he answers to that query by going to the Vivo site, and then he will answer. And when he answers, then the consulate approves that, and then the visa is got. So, was he instrumental in getting the visa becomes karmic, which is wrong. Was the client instrumental in getting the visa is also wrong. Is the consulate instrumental in getting the visa is also wrong. right? Is God helped him to get the visa? Answer is wrong, because no God appeared uh, to him or to that person who is applying or to the consulate officer. Meaning, while the consulate officer was processing the visa, he suddenly saw God, and God said, "Hey, my dear son, please ensure that you give him the visa." He didn't. He looked at all the documents. So there's nothing you can rely on God. There's nothing you can rely on karma. So what can you rely on? You can rely on conditionality. If you bring the condition, it works. If condition is not there, it doesn't work. No matter how much I pray, how much I wish, how much I curse my karma or appreciate the karma or whatever it is. Conditions are beyond your reach because nature is conditioned. So you have to build the exact thing what's there outside in nature. So if it heats up, it's going to go up and then turns into rain. No matter if I cry, if I pray to God, please give me rain, please give me rain, it's not going to give me rain because the condition doesn't match. It is not fully in your control, but you can create conditions in such a way that it happens if you were to bring the condition. Yes. Yes. Yes, you have made sure that all the conditions are met. Behind that, no, because you take a like in my visa, my friend was doing exactly what you're doing. So she asked me to scan my entire passport, which I did. She met the condition. It was same condition. Now we have to see that is we'll see the result vipaka in a different way. The vipaka is a result. Why somebody gets faster, why somebody gets slower, why this happens, why that happens. We'll see that later. I mean, later means today only. But first, we need to see that is it built on condition or is it built on wishing something? Not really complicated, Marine, in that way, if you understand it correctly. Just see the nature outside. Outside nature. You don't have to see anything inside. Outside nature. What's there outside? There are trees, there are plants, there are all kind of organisms. Just take a plant. She has put so many of these plants, or she or he or both taken together. Yeah, you also made garden. How does the garden come to be? You bring a condition. If you just keep seed, it's not going to come. If you keep just the soil, nothing will come. If you just keep water aside, nothing is going to happen. But if you bring in the water and the soil or the mud and the seed, it germinates. You have to do trial and error. That is which you have learned, which you have learned. So if you were to learn how much quantity of what you you can add, and then it works, right? So you do a trial and error. So the Dhamma is also trial and error only. So you create a condition. So there are two conditions. One condition immoral, another condition moral. Consciousness has got nothing to do with you or with anyone. The job of consciousness is to just make things happen. So there are two things here. One is a possibility, one is probability. If you bring in the right condition, the possibility is always there. So the probability of getting it is high because the condition matches. So consciousness makes things possible. There's nothing which consciousness cannot make it. Clear? So if you bring in the environment, it grows. If you don't bring in the environment, it can't grow. No matter how much I pray that please grow. I want you to grow. It doesn't grow. No, that is again part of the nature. See, when you for a plant, it is for a insect, it is a food. No, that's correct. So now when we see the insects, for the insect, it is a food. Just like we know how to get food, they also know how to get food because that's also a living organism, basically. So they know how to find food, just like we know how to find food. If somebody likes it or not, we know how to get food, right? So we can get food from here. We can go to a shopping mall and take the food, or we can go to the restaurant and eat food. So we have combination. But does wishing for food will you get food? No. Will you just believe on karma and you get food? This is my karma, please get me food. No. So you have to bring in the necessary condition. So in the plant, you have to have three conditions. One, the soil should be there. Without soil, nothing can come. Or Janak is making it out of that water thing, which is also food. So when they put that seeds, it germinates. Germination means what? It means the first condition is met. That is, life is met. So this place, that means earth, can sustain life forms. It's nothing to do with I believe or disbelieve or God is there or karma is there or something is there. It's out of question. If oxygen were to go away and translated into carbon dioxide, and then all of us will not be alive because you can't breathe. CO2 emissions. So, like in Delhi, people have asthma attack and so many other allergic issues. Why? Because God didn't choose for them to suffer, or karma didn't choose them to suffer, right? If I take karmic view, then all who are born in Delhi or in Shanghai or in Beijing, they're supposed to die. Consciousness? No, it's not like that. That's what I'm coming to. How we understand it, right? It's wrong. It's just condition. It's not about fault or no fault. It's about how you create a condition, and that's how you suffer. If you create a condition for suffering, there's suffering. Who created it? It's only human beings who created it. So now is it karmic? It's not. It's non-karmic. It's not. Is it act of God? No. Is it act of human alone? No. See, we are pushing it on an absolutism. Buddha Dhamma is non-absolutism. There's nothing called absolute. You tell me absolutely, did this cause this? And the answer is no. Is there a combination of that then? No. Absolutely not. So nothing called absolutism in Buddha Dhamma. In fact, there are 10 questions which Buddha never answers them because it's absolutism. Mhm. Yeah, so past karma means what? That the fruit is coming now. In now, if you do, it comes later. So it's always past. You understand? Viren, just understand. I just drank tea now. This effect will come later, not now. The vipaka, the result of it comes later. What it will do? I'm not feeling hungry. So I can always say that happened because of I drank tea. And who gave me tea? You gave me the tea. And you did not give tea. She gave the tea. And who asked her to make so much tea? So now I'll blame her. I can ask for anything in life, but who asked you to give me so much of tea? Now you gave me so much tea. No, I can't. So now it has been given out of love and affection. I have to blame someone. So then I will blame her. How did you give me so much tea? So since we are very civilized people, yes, very nice tea. Then I'll on the road I'll say, that idiot woman, I'm telling you how much tea she gave. She can't understand. We can't drink so much tea. And that another person is saying, I don't want juice. And he's not willing to listen. Hey, please drink juice. Shall I give you another juice? Boss, I don't want anything. No. Is it karmic? I can say, yeah, I'm sitting here, so I need to get tea. Because the very act of sitting here, she should give me tea. Or you should ask, do you want tea? And who asked you to say yes? It's karmic again, right? That means it came inside. That means it was already there. The intent of drinking tea was already there. So then I told you, you went and told her, and she prepared a nice tea, and you have these big cups. So you filled it up like food. Now I drank it. Now I'm not feeling hungry. Then you'll say, boss, we prepared food all because you are coming. It's my karma. Next time, please don't call me. Okay? But I can't say that loudly also. So I'll have to eat it up. I'm not feeling happy to eat it up. Did God created it? Did karma created it? What created? That's what that is. Ah no, wait. It's past karma. You see, there's nothing called as present karma. My dear friend, there's nothing called present karma. Because the effect comes later. And now I drank tea, so I'm lost my hunger. You understand? So I have to blame past karma only. Where will I blame now? Past doesn't mean 1 year ago. Past is just few minutes ago. I had a few hours ago. I drank tea. It's already 1:10. It's a time for lunch. And now you've given me tea, so I'm not feeling hungry. And that's my actual time for lunch. These people are not allowing me to have my lunch. But exactly, just wait a second. Wait a second. Now you see, you want me to eat. I'm not able to eat because you gave me that tea. How much blaming I'm doing on karma, you see. It's my karma. Then now the anger starts, right? Now you tell me, is it God created anger or I created anger or karma created anger? Who is you? Who is you? So the basic thinking what we need to have is it's neither you can rely on karma, nor you can rely on God, nor you can rely like an atheist. Okay. Instead, you should look at the conditionality. The conditions created something. You could still had a choice, just like what he did. You created. You means not Viren. Okay. Like he said, wait a second. I have greed for drinking tea. Okay. So I saw so much of tea. I could have said, Viren, if you don't mind, can you make it half? No, Vilas ji, this is for you. Yeah, like a trash can. I've had a complete tea. Better than wasting. Let it go to my stomach. It's fine. So whereas he said no means no. Little bit. No means no. Can you keep it in the fridge? And tea cannot be kept in the fridge. So rather it went to this fridge now. So now what to do? Can't be brought out. So the condition created this uncomfortable feeling. It's got nothing to do with karma. It's nothing to do with what she gave. It's nothing to do with God. Nothing at all. So always three things have to happen before anything happens. Like this, the example I was giving, pot should be there. So the place. So you need to have a soil, first condition. Then you need to have the seed, second condition. Then you need to have moisture, third condition. Here, there should be an intention to drink the tea, first condition. There should be a readiness of the material, second condition. Okay, that means I have an intent to drink tea, then there is a ingredient to make the tea, and there should be an ability to drink tea. Let's say my tongue is screwed up. You get me tea. I can't put it inside. Why? The third condition is not met. Right? Yeah. Like I go with him walking, or I go with Janak for walking. My ACL tear is there. It pains. Like he also has ACL tear. So he's got operated. I have not got operated. So what happens? I can't run. The condition is not met. I love running. But my dear friend, you can't run. But I want to run. Go to hell. Simple. No God can save you. But I want to run. Your choice. You can't run. Bring the condition. That means you get operated. Might run. Who stops? Like he has a ACL tear, or he had the same kind of tear. He's got operated. Now he can run. It's got nothing to do with karma or God. He's got it operated. We can see he got operated. God did not come and operate. A doctor came and operated it. He can't blame it on karma. You know how it happened. No, the condition was wrong. So it happened. Now you can change that condition by getting it stitched or whatever. Is karmic. 100%. 100%. You can change the karma. Sorry, you can change the condition. To change the condition, you should know. Yes. No, in that pot, you see, you put the right condition. I'll put that word called right. You bring, no, if the right condition, it grows. It's not about a wrong condition. If you take a right condition, it grows. What condition you need to provide? So you are experimenting the condition. But when you bring a right condition, it grows. Just like, no, because of the condition changing, right? It's got nothing to do with the pot growing there, or the plant growing there. So when the condition changes, everything changes. You can bring the pot inside. Why that? Wait a second. Yes, I understand. So what can you do? The only thing you can do is not to get upset in mind. That's what you can do. That you can do. Not to get upset. That's in your hand. That's 100% in your control. Irrespective of whatever happens, you can be at peace. Nobody can steal the peace from you. Even if it is in your control, exactly what to do with the result is with you. It's 100% in your control because you learned it from nature. You provide the right condition, it works. You provide the wrong condition, it doesn't work. Now, why can't I put the same right condition to the mind? It works. It beautifully works. Now, there's another thing which works, which is called psychic power. What is psychic? It's mental. In English, psyche means mind. Oh, that's Latin, basic. Psyche, that word. So, psychic means mental. That means you can make a volition for things to happen, which is called as miracle. Why? Because you never expected it to happen in the first place. It magically happened. So, who is doing the magic? Consciousness. And that's the reason it is compared to magician. How do you create it? Create the right condition. How do you create the right condition? By being moral. So it works. Not once, 100 times it works. Why? It's always you are brought in the right condition. So it works. So you got the point how things changes. First, I didn't know how to change the condition like in the pot. What I did, I experimented. Then I learned the art of growing plant. So what, like if I take her thing, she has put some green color thing and up also she has covered it. If the heavy rain comes also, she knows how to manage it, right? So the plants and trees, the fruits and vegetables, what they are growing at their house, everything is available. In fact, they have grown some things which are only available in Kerala. It's working at their home. So they brought in the necessary condition. They have made exactly Keralite home while in Australia. Works. Generally, it shouldn't work. Kerala is where and where is Brisbane? They're two different things, but they have brought in the condition. It's not the same kind. Yeah, it's not the same kind, but it's not a different kind also. So they have learned the art of playing around with it, right? They understood. That's a skill you can cultivate for your mind, and it works. And it works all the time, not once, not 10 times, 100 times. An experiment. It works, and that's how you get faith in Buddha because it works. It's not that you need to believe in Buddha and then it turns into faith. No, you don't have to believe in Dhamma and then it works. No, you have to believe in Sangha and then it works. That is, we go to the monasteries and because of going to monastery, it works. No, you don't have to go to a single monastery, do anything to a single monk sitting there, but yet it works. It's got nothing to do with I go or don't go. Nothing. It's not connected with that at all. You create a condition. That's it. Then it works. So in my journey, yes. No, that is different. See, now you don't expect fruit. Yes. So here, that is a third level. What he's talking in Bhagavad Gita, if you're bringing that aspect to it on the fourth chapter, first is that you have karma phal, which is before you did karma sannyas. So you wanted to do good, right? So that's what Buddha also says. Sabba papas akaranan. So you remove all the condition which create wrong environment. So akarana means don't do it. Because I'm used to putting wrong condition. Cut out. Kusalasa upasampada. Now you put good seeds. In fact, sala means to cut. Kusala means complete cutting. Cut from the root. Cut the root of what? Of bad things. Sachitta pariyodapana. Because the chitta is pure. By its own nature, it's pure. You don't have to do anything to the chitta. Because it has collected defilement, it doesn't work. So that means you don't have to worry on possibility. It's possible. Good things are also possible, bad things are also possible. Right? So it's not that only good thing is possible and bad thing is not possible. Bad thing is possible because you put bad conditions to it. Yes. It's in your hand, 100%. That's there in your hand. Yeah, because now this body is made. See, this body is in my height is 5 feet 4 plus inches. When I see all tall people, I feel so short. Looks like a female height, not by look, at least female height. If I were like Viren, if I were like Shenial, at least like my Dhamma friend Bobby. Janak is too tall. So at least Bobby, that also is not there. Maybe she might be taller than me because anyway she's taller. Okay, she is also taller. Yeah, everyone is taller than me. Yeah, I can't even compare with women. Okay, at least thick hairs. Yeah, I'm taller than her at least. Some consolation. Some consolation. How about hairs? See, he removed the hair on the day I was leaving. It has grown. You see here, no grass grows. I didn't create the right condition. God has been so unkind with me. Don't come to the God now. I'm going to come to the God. My condition, whatever it is. Yeah, I don't know what I've put everything else anyway. So God is very unkind. God is unkind. Karma is also very unkind to me, right? No, what I'm saying is karma is also unkind and God is also unkind to me. Yes, I didn't put the right condition. My father didn't put the right condition because it is his sperm is a problem. I have no problem. Wait a second, wait a second, wait a second. So the basic thing is whether you take Bhagavad Gita view or you take this Buddha's view, it's like if you change the underlying condition, things starts to work. So he says, Kusalasa upasampada sachitta paryodapanan etena buddhana sasanam. What it really means is that if you were to remove this condition and instead replace with this condition, very soon, because chitta is pure and bright, you don't have to add any color to that. It's already bright. Its job is to make things happen. Chitta's job is to make things happen, not your job. Chitta's job. It's Chitta's lookout, not your lookout. There's no you there. So if you put the right condition, just like that plant, that has consciousness, right? So you put the right condition, it just grows. It never asks your permission. Shall I grow this way or that way? Even if you were to cut, trim it, like what Bobby has done for his mango tree, he has trimmed it. Now, after a few months, it's going to be a bush. Why? He has found out how to trim it. So it gives huge fruits. Krishna says is, if you don't want rebirth, don't worry about the fruits. So Buddha also says, first you do this, remove this, add this, then remove the good condition also. Then it can't come back. The consciousness will not get a footing. So it will not come. This ultimate aim is liberation, right? The ultimate aim of anything you're taking is to liberate. Liberate from what? From the birth and death cycle. Nothing to do with should I eat today or shouldn't I eat today? My death is uncertain. No, death is certain, but when is uncertain. So I can't live like this. If it is certain I'm going to die in 100 years' time, it makes sense. I don't have to worry. I'm still at 53. I have another 47 years to go. I can live peacefully. But the death is unfortunately uncertain. It can happen even now as I speak. And nobody can do anything. No hospital can get me back to life. No CPR can bring me to life. There is condition because the Ayu went off. The lifespan went off, just like the battery. Now I charged it to 100%. Right? Now, what happens at the time of death? I put this guy, okay, I'm charging, no charge will happen. The charge is there, but it's not happening. What should I do? Nothing. It's gone. What I should do now? Go to the Apple store, show it to them. They'll replace the motherboard. They'll put a new one. Then it starts work. So what happened to the old one? Gone. Exactly. That's rebirth. New birth. New motherboard, new birth for the old software. So when we take mind, it's a old software, but hardware is different. So now if I say I remember my past life, it is like going to the old files and oh, I had kept this file here. Software is the same, but the hardware is changed. Now, how did you get the hardware? Whatever you deserved. It's not what I wished for. So we all get everything what we deserve rather than what we wish for. Yesterday I was telling Sajal, don't keep on saying I don't deserve this. Never do that mistake. You will not even get later. Then you are going to blame. I did everything, I didn't get it. Accept the good thing what has happened, you deserved it. Accept the bad thing which happened in your life, you deserved it at that point. But at that point, what you deserved need not be all. No, the past also don't say I deserved it. Present also don't say I deserved it. Future also you don't say deserved it because you'll only get what you deserve. No, not same thing. Then you're cutting the chitta from rebirth consciousness. Yesterday, for the most of the time, he's reflecting back. The more you reflect back, you're creating necessary condition for the same thing to happen, which is wrong. Why? Now you come out of your mess. Just leave it there. You have got gratitude for people who helped you. Excellent. Do that. But don't keep on saying, I never deserved this. Just to show I'm a modest person. No. Because you are doing it in your subconscious. It goes on to the unconscious. That is where this whole magic happens. What it takes. You can, that's what I'm saying you deserve better, I deserve bad, we can same thing. So it depends on what you're pushing on the consciousness. That's the reason Buddha says sabba papa sa akaranan. It includes everything. It includes every damn thing of I deserved, I should have deserved more, I don't deserve, I don't do this, I don't do this. All that is akusala. Once and for all, cut it. That's papa. Kusalasa upasampada. Now make your mind free of that. You understood, right? Yeah, you deserved that problem. Now you come out of the problem. So you deserved this one. Don't rely on the past. Don't rely on the present. Don't rely on the future. Because future is not the reflection of the past. Future is a conditions, necessary condition. If the condition matches, it seems like continuity. The condition doesn't match, there's no continuity. So you just see, oh, what happened? So coming back to this is I need to know that when I'm going to die, because I have to leave this place. So I'm dying on 27th of April, at least from Brisbane. That's the fact. Even if I wish I want to stay back for another few weeks, it's not going to happen. Right? I wish I would have stayed back. Same thing with my life. Can go out of service anytime. So shouldn't I then find where I'm going? Where is that destination? Based upon what's the state of my existence now. That's when we start on the path. That's path of perfection. You perfect knowing very well where are you landing. And that's what takes you out from the fear of dying. You don't have to rely on karma. You don't have to rely on God. You don't have to also rely on uh, random factors, which is atheist, basically saying that, there's nothing there. All the three are wiped out. That's Buddha Dhamma.